This is the Origin Survival Knife MOD RADA. As you can see, this is a big knife. 7 3/4 inch blade, 6mm thick, heavy duty G10 box style pattern scales. Beautiful knife. Comes with Kydex sheath. I've gone for the digital camo. Comes with a tech lock. As you can see, one-hand operation. Squeeze together, it comes open. No need to ever take your belt off. Perfect bit of kit. As you've probably known, if you've been watching the rest of my videos, which I've done today, again, I've had this knife for 3 days now. I'm really impressed with it. I'm gonna have to clean it. I do apologise, Kev, I've not cleaned it since I've had it. I will get on that tonight. And although I don't need to, I think I probably will give it a quick sharpen, just because I want to keep on top of that nice, very fine edge you've got. Even though, to be honest with you, that blade retention is still very fucking, it's still perfectly sharp, as you can see. Right, so I've got some pine here that I've chopped some fat wood out of, so I want to process that in a bit. Got myself a nice bit of hazel here, cut a couple of days ago, and I've got some really well seasoned ash down here, and some seasoned birch, which I want to split and strip the birch bark off for fire starters. So first of all, let's get rid of a chopping block. So have a look at the sticks. So first of all, one-handed operation first of all. I find that the way the knife's been made, you've got a nice little rest on the back of your thumb here to actually apply some pressure. You know, so if you really want to chock up on the top of the blade, you really can do if you want to. Also, as you can see here, nice tight grip right across the blade, a nice easy working part. And if you move your hand down, you've got a real nice flick action to your wrist. Means a nice chopper and splitting action. So, as you can see, nice clean action. And this has got a full convex grind on it, as I've been saying, which is really nice. This takes a little bit of getting used to at the moment. I've only had this knife for 3 days, and I've been out with it twice. I've had it in the house, in the garden, doing my firewood, just generally messing about, you know, and I've had great fun doing this, just generally having a laugh. Alright, so quickly just have a bit of a slice around there, as you can see, all the way around, straight through, no problems, nice and sharp. You can see, nice clean cut straight through that. That's hazel. So we'll go on some birch that we've got. Now, I picked this up the other day. It was already on the ground, nice and dead. I just want the bark off it, to be fair, and it's going to be nice firewood for when I cook my crayfish. So, straight through a nice bit of birch. Nice and easy. Beautiful. See, after I use it, I'm slamming it into the block wood every time. You know, most people won't do this. They love their knives too much. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this knife. But my knives have a hard time and a hard life, and if they survive me, then they're more than worth their weight in gold. And I won't big up knives easily. You know, I've broken knives. I've had knives made for me that I've obliterated, and I felt bad for doing it. But if it doesn't survive, then you know, what's the point in having it? This is supposed to be a survival knife. This is a survival knife. I would gladly trust my life with this. Yeah, the only blade I had to carry and if it was this, I'd be happy that I would survive. So, seasoned birch. Brilliant. Get rid of that for now. If I do something with that with, oh, I'm going to need another mallet to do. So, a little bit of the stat wood now, shall we? I'll process some of this up. It's all nice and sappy. I cut this off this morning, so I just want to trim off the edges. Yeah. Right, thank you. Apologies for the stoppage. My child decided he wanted to run up the top of the road. Kids, eh? What are you going to do? Biff only. Ah. Right, the whole time I'm doing this, it might not look like it, but I am trying incredibly hard to keep my fingers well out of the way. Now this thing almost bit me the other night, and I'll tell you what, you know, seeing it go through sticks and almost losing a digit makes you realise and respect a blade a whole lot more. And the only time, anyone who really holds and uses knives will know, the only time you ever cut yourself is when you lose respect for the knife. And that's normally when you're pissing about or not concentrating. So, yeah, always keep an eye on what you're doing with this. I'm not going to cut all my fat wood up in front of you, I'm just going to make you sit there. Watch me just chop all that up, but as you can see, you know, I split birch, I feathered a hazel stick, and then chopped it clear in half. Still using the same knife, still not sharpened, and it's had abuse and abuse and abuse. This is what I have been putting it through. Stuff like this. So, space in. can probably see a lot of you cringing now because I'm swinging the knife as I'm holding it, but I must assure you, I do know what I'm doing, and I am moving my hand in time before I slam the knife into the block. If I don't, I'm going to take my own hand off, and it's my own fault. And believe it or not, I'll learn the hard way. Whatever you do, don't do things the way I do. I do it this way because I've practiced doing it this way. You might do things completely different. Just always be careful when you're doing it. Nice big pieces of wood. Pork chops. See the thickness of it. And it's not soft wood, it's ash. Seasoned ash. Chopped and obliterated. Now, I've got my nice little ash stump here. This is a new one for me. I've not tried doing one of these stumps yet. So it's going to be interesting to see if this actually does any damage to it or not. So bear with me, see what we can do. Definitely having a good old hack into that, isn't it, actually? See how much that's sinking into. Yeah, I'm not expecting to split that in half. That is a hard piece of wood. But not to say we can't give it our damnedest go. Mace, in. For your view and pleasure, my little boy Mason. Go on, in you go, son. Hopefully one day will want to join me in the bush. Here, look. Nice solid wood. Solid, hard, seasoned. You can see that. It's not a weak piece of wood. And this seems to obliterate right through pretty much anything. Yeah, and it's taken me to hammer it through. But the knife is taking it. And that's what you want from a struggle knife. You want to be able to give it plenty of use. Yeah, you might chew off more than you can handle at one point. But it will put any task to it. So, you've seen me abuse this now. Fresh part of my leg. And I'm going to go all the way up so you can actually see. So this is still shave sharp. Bear in mind everything I've done with it on the previous videos and what I've done without doing the videos. This is still shaving my leg. Now you tell me another knife that you can take out, do 3 days hard graft. My knives don't get an easy life. You can tag Lee Collins in this, he'll tell you. My friend there must have been now 15 years, 16 years, and he'll tell you exactly what I'm like. I'm an absolute beast and a brute on my knives. There you go. Smoother than a baby's ass.